What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out this video. So today we're going to be talking about the essential gear that you should have for landscape photography. Let's begin. But of course, before we begin, if you guys can give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on that bell notification, and now let's get into the video. So we're first going to talk about the lenses that you should have for landscape photography. Lenses are just as or more important than the body that you're shooting with. You want to make sure you have a really nice lens to get some crisp, beautiful, clear shots. So the first lens that you should probably have if you're shooting landscape photography is a wide angle lens. This lens is the Canon 16-35 f4 IS lens, and this thing is absolutely beautiful. So of course, using a wide angle lens is going to give you a bigger view of your scene that you're capturing. Of course, the 16-35 is my go-to lens for photography as it's super wide and can capture a lot in the scene. For example, this photo right here, Manhattan Pier in California, I just had to use this lens to get the entire pier, the sand, the water, and the sky. If I were using a different lens like the 24-70, I don't believe I'd be able to get everything in the shot that I wanted to. So the 16-35 or any wide angle lens is a must-have for landscape photography. Next up is the mid-range zoom Canon 24-70 f2.8. A lot of the times I've been grabbing this lens more than my 16-35 when I go out sometimes. The 24-70 is a great focal length if you don't need a lot in the photo of the scene that you're capturing, and it's just a great walk-around lens too. This lens is also great because it goes up to 70mm, so if you need to get a little bit closer to your subject and you don't have a telephoto lens, this is your lens right here. I shot this snowy scene right here with this lens and it was perfect. If I were using the 16-35 on this shot, I think it would have been a little bit too wide for me, so I was happy I was able to use the 24-70. I believe it was at 70mm, so I was a little bit farther away, but it was still able to capture this beautiful scene. Now the last lens must have is the 70-200. Of course, this lens is going to be great for wildlife, but it's also great for landscape photography. I use this lens a ton for detail shots, whether it's the mountains, trees, or layers of nature. Of course, having this 70-200 lens has got me closer to wildlife that I would never be able to get with the 16-35 or the 24-70. At 200mm, I was able to get this shot right here of the deer and the fall colors. It worked out nicely because if I had the 16-35, that would have been way too wide and you would not be able to see the deer in there. The 24-70 could have worked, but I would have had to have been really close to the deer, which probably would have scared him away. So having the 70-200 helped out a lot, and I was still able to get that photo farther away so he wasn't scared. Now that we've talked about lenses, let's talk about the accessories. Of course, you want a good backpack that can carry a lot of stuff if you are hiking or going away from your car. Like mentioned in my previous videos, this is the Lowepro Pro Tactic BP 450 AW Mark II. This bag is absolutely incredible. It holds my tripod right here on the front. It also has really nice padded material on the back for comfort on my back. And of course, you're going to need a tripod. I personally use InnoReel carbon fiber tripod. This thing is super lightweight and almost goes up to 6 feet. I'm currently using it right now to film this video, but I'll add a little snippet in there for you guys to see it. Make sure when you invest in a tripod, it's heavy duty, lightweight, and super durable. This will definitely help with the elements, especially if you are in water, rocks, sand, and stuff like that. Although you don't need carbon fiber is a very lightweight material that helps out a lot if you are doing long hikes. For the ball head, I personally went with the company InnoReel again that makes my tripod. It's great quality, very sturdy, and it works out perfectly. So if you live in a colder environment like myself, especially in the winters, you are going to need some winter gloves. These winter gloves are touchscreen compatible and also have little flaps where you can bring out your thumbs and your fingers. If you're doing star photos like myself, you definitely want a nice headlamp. Going with this nice LED light that has 2 modes is a great choice because these are very bright at night and help you see the trail. And just a little tip, these are also really nice if you want to add a little prop to your star photos, whether that's lighting up the foreground or looking up in the sky as a self-portrait with the light flaring. Of course, just like any other time, you want some cleaning supplies. So of course, a nice little blower and also a lens cloth really helps if you're by the ocean or getting some ocean spray, whatever else on your lens. Just a really quick blow on the lens and a wipe and you're set to go. Going along with the ball head, the tripod, you will definitely need an L bracket. I myself do not know why I did not get one of these sooner. These things are an absolutely must-have from going to horizontal to vertical without having to unscrew your ball head and moving the ball head. Depending on the plate style that you have, this is an Arca Swiss, so all you do is just clamp it down on the bottom, and if you want to do vertical, take it off, and then it's vertical. Honestly, one of the best investments I've done. Of course, to reduce camera shake, you will definitely need a remote. This was probably the cheapest remote I could find at probably around $9 on Amazon, and it works perfectly fine. I take this everywhere I go, whether I'm doing star photos or long exposures of the water or whatever else. It really helps so you don't have to press on your shutter on your camera, you just press this and it'll take it for you. Lastly, ND filters. ND filters, or neutral density filters, are a great way to get longer exposures during the day. They can also help cut down glare on water and also make your skies more blue. Now, I'm not always reaching for these, but these things are always nice to have in my bag just in case. Well, there we go. There is the list of must-have gear for landscape photography. From lenses to accessories, it all comes together to create beautiful photos. Let me know below what your guys' favorite accessory is or lenses for landscape photography. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, comment below if you have any questions, and I will see you guys in my next video.